Okay, a couple days ago I noticed you telephoned and I didn't see what your message was, but I was reminded of this project and how we kind of talked about angling it where it was pointing more down the hill. And so I had a few hours. I decided to return to it and look at doing that, and I've done it here, as you can see. Turn that angle, and there were a number of issues that I've solved, one of which was there was an encroachment between that gutter and the second floor porch, and so we lost about 4 inches off that second floor porch. And on the west side, the immediate effect was it added 4 risers to this set of stairs on the west side. The other immediate impact was on the east set of stairs. It moved the bottom of that down the hill, and so it's pretty steep down there. And in terms of the structure, the main interior, like, little goo-ga problem is right here. And this little section of roof needs to be framed with, 2x4s or something. But you have this little slope up here because this ceiling planes are just continuing on to the wall. So it is a little bit of an aesthetic problem, but I didn't see a lot of ways to solve it because there's just not enough space in here to create something different happening. So I just added molding at the top of that porch beam, and you can see it more or less disappears, and it's not a focal point of the room anyway. And I didn't even start modeling those west stairs because I already knew that they were going to be wrong, and I wanted to make some modifications, and those went more or less something like this. First, I brought those steps down to grade, and that was fine, but this was kind of that big, elaborate, huge, entertaining kind of thing. I wasn't sure we needed steps that large. So first I brought them well back up the hill, got them back down to the 5 risers, and made them a lot more narrow than they had been. But then there becomes an issue with that railing, because out at the other sides it has to be outside of those big columns, and over here there's no real good way to interface it with that column. So I move at least that section in, centered on the column, but creating this asymmetrical situation at the fireplace, to the left and the right of the fireplace. But really, because all that concrete work and foundation work has been such a big part of the cost, I reverted to just showing this in decking, a wood construction, that whole covered that whole area all in decking, got rid of all the foundational work except perhaps at the chimney, where that's probably the easiest way to do that. So eliminating the foundation got rid of the need to have that skirting pushed out in front of the foundational work. So I was then able to move that railing back aligned with the center of those columns, and in alignment with the railing at the east stairs. So all of that tightened up the whole structure and eliminated quite a bit of materials without eliminating any of your floor space really that you were going to be using. It also reduced the stairs to a more scaled width for everything else that was happening. And your yard's probably not going to be exactly like this, but if I have that wall located elevation wise right, that's about what you're going to end up with, depending upon how you fill in things. You did lose probably quite a bit of room on that little deck, but I really like how it has the bar now aligning with the shed, if you were to make a little tiki bar out of that. And really how it kind of makes that shed work as good as it's going to. And I couldn't angle it any more than that additional 15 degrees, which is about what it was, because it would just encroach on that shed too ridiculously. So I just opted to rotate it until it was parallel with the gable end of that shed, and I think that worked out really nice, all things considered. There was the original straight edition, and that was the angle. Pulling the stairs back and then tightening up a little further with the deck construction. Also, when those stairs got moved back, that column on that side also got moved back to the north, and that we moved the fireplace as well a little bit further north. And I definitely got more involved than I initially intended to, but this is a run through of these floor plans of the changes that happened. Also, I retrieved your voicemail this morning as well, so give me a call whenever you like. And I think that's it. I'll talk to you soon. Have a good day.